Hello guys, welcome back to the FPL Chiropractors. It's been a little while, but we're back for the new season, and I'm here with Kyle. How are you doing?
Me! Yeah, I'm doing great, thanks, Toppy. I'm doing great. I'm excited for this new season. We're back with a bang, with a vengeance. We're going to try and upload every single week, okay, for you guys. So just chat with us about FPL.
Yeah, I'm really excited too. I've been waiting now throughout the whole preseason for, well, tomorrow, and it's gonna be really exciting. Should we kick off with my team?
Yes, let's go for it. So on screen right now, you can see Noppy's team. He's going to run us through, obviously, his team, and tell us why he's picked those players, okay? Which I'm quite interested in, especially the defense, personally. But he's going to explain this to us right now. Go on, Noppy.
Yeah, I know you criticized the defense, but yeah, I'll talk about it. Anyways, let's run through the whole team. So, keepers are Robert Sanchez and Dubravka. My defense is Milenkovic, De Kuiper, I think you say it. I don't know how to pronounce
I think you're right there, yeah.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
Something like that. Pedro Porro, Agbadu, and Steve, or Estav, I don't know how to say it.
Esteve.
Esteve, okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Salah, of course, Palmer, Wirtz, Gakpo, Dewsbury Hall as the midfield.
Okay.
And then Joao Pedro, Watkins, and Mark Gu, I think you say it. Anyway, so like the players I'm like kind of wavering about is like I had Tarkowski for the longest of times.
So when you say wavering, do you mean like players that could potentially change like last minute?
Yeah.
Because just for you guys listening, we're recording this literally the day before, pretty much 24 hours before the first game. So Noppy's team could still change, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think this is pretty much how my team is gonna look like. There might be some slight changes, but yeah. Anyways, regarding Tarkowski, because I had him for like a really long time. I saw that Brathwaite is injured until like the end of
I saw that,
September or something. So I was like, I don't want a piece of that Everton defense anymore. So I went for Pedro Porro, and like the first defense, I don't know how that's gonna look like, but I know he's gonna be on set pieces in the beginning at least, and he's gonna be very attacking, especially in those tougher games where they play 3-back, 5-back, however you want to say it. So I don't know what to think of that, but that's one I might change. Also, like De Kuiper is someone that is a bit risky, but I'm willing to take the risk because there's so much upside there. I don't know, he's just very attacking, and he might even be a penalties, but that's not like...
Well, really?
Yeah, because I saw his penalty record, and he's like scored like 9 out of 10 penalties or something. I was like,
really?
What the hell?
Oh, I didn't even know that. I did not know that.
Yes.
That's kind of crazy. Yeah, but surely Welbeck could be taking him, no?
Yeah, like... A lot of people say that, and I think he will probably be first choice for Pence, but what if he doesn't even start? Like, what if Welbeck doesn't even play? Because Rutter could play striker, one of these like new Greek strikers might come in. So, I don't know. I kind of want to like take the risk and like go in before everyone else does, because if he does get Pence, then I'm already like on him.
That's good, that's a good pick,
Enemy field. I don't know what do you think about Dewsbury
Hall?
No,
I was gonna say that. Well, Dewsbury Hall's an interesting one. Is he 6.5?
5.
Oh, he's 5.
Yeah, 5 mil.
Oh wow, 5 mil for Dewsbury. I'm not sure. Obviously, I've gone for Ndai, who's 1.5, obviously more. But 5 mil's quite good for Dewsbury Hall. I just don't know. They've got a really good midfield, though. I think Everton, haven't they? Of like obviously McNeil. You've got Onana. When Onana's not there anymore, is he?
No, he's gone to Villa.
No, he's not. No, he plays for Villa last season.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I tell you what, I do really like about your team, though. I do like Watkins a lot. I do like Watkins.
Yes.
One, because Newcastle's actually a hard fixture, but Aston Villa are at home, and with obviously the recent news of Isaac, I feel like that's not just going to affect Isaac himself, but that's going to affect the club. I feel personally, you know, and they're away. I feel like I think that game's going to be a draw, but if I had to pick a winner, I probably would say Villa. They have just recently signed a striker, Villa, but I think Watkins obviously still going to be the number one man. But I was going to ask you about that. I'm actually confused why you've got 3 Liverpool attackers. Well, midfielders. I don't understand it. I'll be honest, Oppie. Like, because Liverpool's fixtures aren't that great. Like, they played Bournemouth first game, okay, which is good, okay, because they haven't really got a defence right now, or they've got a Senesi. That's it, really. But I don't. Wirtz is good. Gakpo. I mean, they're all good, but it's really doubling down. You're hoping. I don't know that you having those 3 midfielders there makes you think you think Liverpool are probably going to win like 4-5-0, which isn't a bad prediction. That's not a bad prediction.
Yeah.
But I think that's what you're thinking. But then going forward, I would already be thinking that you're probably going to transfer out game week 2 Gakpo or Wirtz. That's what I'm thinking you're going to do.
Okay.
And going forward, I don't know if you're thinking, let me see how, I don't know, like an Mbuemo gets on or somebody else, because you've got so many options there if you get rid of Gakpo or Wirtz, you know what I mean? You've got so many options, which I'm thinking that's what you're thinking. I don't know, I might be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking you're thinking.
I'll explain myself. So my thought process is that I was trying to think, like, okay, what is the best midfield that I can put out there? And I was looking at all Liverpool midfielders, and I was like, well, I like all of them. So, and I was thinking, like, what if I get stuck on these 3 Liverpool players? Would I want to switch to a Liverpool defender? Not necessarily. Like, I know Frimpong is looking very nice, but I don't know if Bradley's going to be out for that long. And then, like, Frimpong is not really an option for me. So I don't really like that.
I also heard that Bradley was going to get minutes when he's back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, that's what I've heard too. Yeah. A lot of Liverpool fans really think that Bradley will be first choice even. So that's why I'm kind of thinking, like, I probably don't want Frimpong. And Van Dijk is very reliant on defensive contributions, and he won't get like a lot, I don't think. So I'm willing to go against the Liverpool defense. And if I look at Salah, Wirtz, and Gakpo all individually, like, they're all great picks, I feel like. So, and Liverpool will score the most goals in the league. I'm confident in that. So, like in 2 and 3 they have Newcastle and Arsenal, which is not great. But then they have Burnley and Everton. So it's like, ooh, this.
Yeah, but I looked at that and thought the same. But then I for some reason in my heart, Noppy, I feel that Everton are going to have a good season. Honestly, I think they're going to finish top 10. I don't know why. I just feel it. I don't know why. I just do.
I think so too. And I wanted to talk to you about that because, well, you talked about Dewsbury Hall and I'm pretty sure you have Ndiaye in your team.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so, like, I do think they will do well as well. Like, with Grealish coming in, with Dewsbury Hall coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Like, their midfield is going to be a lot stronger. They've brought in Barry from Villarreal.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so they have some competition up front, and I think that's just going to be healthy for them. And it brought in, like, a lot of quality. But, like, in my mind, at least, for the first couple of weeks, I feel like Dewsbury Hall is going to play in the 10. And
okay, yeah.
And
where do you reckon they put Ndiaye? You reckon they put him on the left or up front, or where do you think they put Ndiaye?
So, like, first couple of weeks, because I do think that Grealish needs to... like, he probably needs to take a little while to get into the team.
Yeah, I know. I can't see... personally, for some reason, I can't see Grealish playing the first game.
No,
even though it's Leeds, I could see him coming off the bench and playing maybe 20. Let's say if they're... I don't know, say if they're... Well, I could just see him coming off, even if they're winning or losing. I could see Grealish coming on for 20 minutes, because he could be a difference maker, especially if he's going to play the Grealish that was before Pep Grealish, if that makes sense. Because if that Grealish is going to win you, if he comes on for 20 minutes, he's going to win you like 5 free kicks or something. You know what I mean? He was like the most foul player of all time in one season when he was at Villa. So, if he goes back to that Grealish, he's going to be insanely good. The only thing with that, I don't think Grealish is going to be on pens or anything. I'd be very shocked. I think it's still going to be in Ndiaye.
I wanted to talk to you about that because, like, I feel like the first couple of weeks it will probably be Ndiaye, Dewsbury Hall, and then probably McNeil on the right or something. but as Grealish like comes into the squad, I do feel like he's gonna go into that team. I don't know where. Like it could be either Grealish, Dewsbury Hall, and then Njai on the right, maybe, or it could be that Dewsbury Hall drops a bit deeper, so he plays it like in an 8 or something.
Or they might do. They might just have Grealish playing anywhere along the middle. You know what I mean? Playing the 10.
Yeah,
they could have Grealish doing that. They could, because that's what he was doing at Villa, wasn't he? He was just playing anywhere across the attacking line. So they might do that.
They could.
And then
do
put
that
Ndiaye
too.
on the left, or they might just interchange. I don't really know, because Ndiaye, I mean, I love Ndiaye. Obviously, being a Sheffield United fan, I sung his praise all the time. No one believed me for the longest time that I thought he was the world's greatest footballer.
Yeah.
He's not quite there yet, all right, and I don't think he ever will be. But he is. As a fan, if you support that team that he plays for, he's one of those players that will just keep running and just makes things happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know a lot
honestly
of
that
Everton fans like him.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is with Dewsbury Hall, and I feel like a lot of people are starting to catch on to him now. Like I see a lot of people picking Dewsbury Hall, but the thing is with him, like he can play both in the 10 and like a bit deeper. So I think he's gonna get like really good minutes, and he's cheap, really cheap.
Yeah.
And in the last preseason game, he was even on corners and some free kicks. So I was like, okay, I mean, he's a bargain, and they bought him for quite a lot of money, like £30 million. So I think he will get like good minutes.
Yeah, he's probably going to start. Yeah, and like you say, taking free kicks. Everton have got some big boys to go in the box, and you're pretty much saying there he's going to be like a box to box. So he's going to get plenty of tackles. So he's probably going to get a few points.
Yeah, exactly. He will get good defensive contribution points as well, or decent at least. So I do like that.
Yeah.
And
what? Just covering this again. I know obviously we've already said you've got 3 Liverpool players, but what's your thought process with Florian Wirtz? Are you just going off the friendlies he's played alone, or? Because I personally, I never like to go for new signings, really, with FPL, you know, because it's always that corridor of unknown. And to be fair, they played really well against Palace, but for me, they only played well for the first 30, 35 minutes. And then after that, I don't know, Palace sort of got into gear. And, you know, I'm not saying Palace are bad, but, you know.
It's like they bought him for a lot of money, and I've watched them before. Like not at Leverkusen that much, but I've watched them a lot for the German national team, and I really like him as a player. And obviously, like the preseason he's had definitely boosts him also in my mind, because he looks like he's been there for years. Like
no, I agree. Yeah,
and like I said solid before, I feel like they're gonna score the most goals in the league, and I feel like he's gonna be involved in a lot of good things they do. So it's between like him and Bruno for me, but I don't really love Bruno as a pick. Like I don't know, because a lot of people hype him up because of all these like defensive contributions and stuff. But surely he's gonna play like as an 8, like deeper, because they have Šeško, Cunha, and Mbeumo. So I don't really know how that's gonna
where
look.
That's gonna go. Yeah, and it's that again. It's that uncertainty, isn't it, with Man United especially?
Yeah.
You don't know what's gonna happen. Like even I don't know. I mean, they've got Arsenal first game as well, so that's not even a good. I mean, it's a good test. Don't be wrong, but for FPL terms, for me, it's not. It's nothing great, like because Man United could beat Arsenal, right, 2-0, but the next game they could just lose, you know. So it's like one of them. It's like I don't know what to do. I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't know.
But I
don't know either. It's so hard to back a United player, especially when we don't really know how United is gonna look like this season. And
that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. So I like Wirtz more because you also save 0.5.
There's that. Yeah, there is that as well. Obviously, Cole Palmer speaks for himself, really. In my opinion, I think he might be one of the best players in the league this year, possibly.
Yeah, I mean, because Salah is going out to AFCON, like Palmer could be the top scoring player like in the game this year.
Yeah. I agree. We ever swayed about getting any Man City players at all, or not?
Like Holland has never been like in any of my drafts.
No,
I have considered Reinders. I did have him in my very first draft, but then he kind of came out. And then I started thinking about him again when he scored 2 goals against Palermo. But the thing is, Palermo is like... They play in the Italian second division, so they're not a good team. And I feel like Reinders is going to play like deeper now that Rodri is out. So I don't really know if I love that. And he you never know with Pep either. He could like rotate the team so that is the one I've been considering the most. I've considered Ait Nori a little bit, but that's only if Guardiola is out for a while. But I don't think we've heard anything from that. So I don't know. But yeah, last thing to say really about my team is that I'm planning a free hit 6, so I'm planning on bringing in a load of like City players, Bournemouth players, and Forest players. I think those are the main teams. And potentially bench boost in game week 8. I was like pretty much locked in on a game week 1 bench boost, but then Gu is not like available, it looks like, and Perry came back, which is the first choice for Leeds, their keeper. Otherwise, I would have bench boost, because then I would have had Darlow, like Rodon, like Van de Ven and Gu, and I would have just bench boost. But not really feeling that anymore. So I think I'm gonna go bench boost 8. But should we have a look at your team?
Yeah, we can. I'll get it up right now. Hold on. Okay, here is my team, Noppy, as you can see on screen right now. Obviously, I've gone for... I'll just go for all the players, and then we'll discuss, and I'll tell you why I've gone for those players. Okay, so Sanchez in net. I just believe that I don't think Chelsea are going to change their keeper. Plus, I did want another Chelsea asset in there. I did have Matt Sells for a long time, but I didn't want to triple up on Forest because I'm not overly nervous with them, but I don't know. Sometimes it's hard for a team like that to replicate the same they did the season before, especially with having Europe. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why I didn't. That's why I got rid of Matt Sells. And then on the back line, we've got Saliba, Tarkowski, and Aina. Midfield, we've got Kudus, Ndiaye, Palmer, Salah, and Rangers. And then up top, we've got Bowen and Wood. And on my bench, we've got Dubravka, Wan-Bissaka, Konsa, and Mark Guehi. So, looking at it initially, Noppy, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Do you think I look at that and think it's kind of well balanced, I think. I've taken a few, punts out there. Obviously, I mentioned about new signings, and I've got 2 of them. Kudus and Rangers, and obviously Mark Gay, but that's bench. And Dubravka, but again, that's bench. But I don't know. I feel like these might just be big punts, especially Rangers, but I just feel like City might be back. And in a weird way, I kind of hope they are. I have gone Salah. I've been tempted for a long time to go with Haaland, but I have been. But because I just think, can Salah keep doing it? I don't know. You know what I mean? How old is he now? 30, 32, 33? I just think, can he keep doing it? And he looked okay against Palace. Yeah, granted, it's the Community Shield, but he looked okay. Nothing crazy. But I feel like I've got to go with him. I'm getting what's it like, FOMO, or I don't want to miss out, if that makes sense. And I feel like a lot of people haven't gone for Salah, but then I keep thinking, why don't I just go for Haaland? I'd save 0.5. I could upgrade someone else and be happy. And Haaland usually always does well in his first 10 games. That's where he gets, well, not all his goals, but he always scores well in his first couple of games. And City's fixtures aren't too bad for the first games either. First couple. I don't think they're that bad. But yeah, I've gone with Salah anyway. Bowen as well. I think that's a bit of a weird pick. Obviously, they got Sunderland away first game, which I really think Sunderland will be up for. It's their first game back in the Premier League at home as well for Sunderland. So they'll be up for it. I do think both teams will score, and I think if I'm thinking that, the only way West Ham are going to score in my eyes is if Bowen is involved. So that's why I've gone for Bowen. But going forward, I could see myself transferring Bowen out for Watkins, because I have got, just to let you guys know, and Noppy know, I've got 2 mil in the bank with this team. So, I've still got 2 mil in the bank, So, Yeah, so I've left that there because obviously I could play around with it. If I'm happy with Bowen and I was happy with West Ham's performance, I could change Kudus and get maybe I could go up to a Embuemo, or something like that. I've got loads of different options really with this team. A lot of people said I've gone a bit weird that I've gone for Saliba over Gabriel. I did that last year and it really paid off for me when I went for Saliba. And everyone does go for Gabriel. I understand why because of the headed goals. But when I went the opposite way and went Saliba was way better for me than Gabriel. Plus, I generally believe still that Arsenal will keep the most clean sheets. So I'm gonna have to put an Arsenal defender in. I have to, in my opinion. Plus, I don't know. I like having that mix where there's a lot of uncertainty. Obviously, I didn't want to go for Saka over Palmer because obviously Palmer's just better in my opinion for points and a better player. And obviously up top they've got Gyökeres, which could be good, but again, it's that uncertainty, that corridor of unknown that I don't really want to go into. Whereas Kudus and Rangers, I feel a bit more confident with. I don't really expect him to get big, like a lot of points. Like Kudus, maybe he could be a good outlet now. For Tottenham, but Rangers, I'm kind of that's kind of my free hit player, if that makes sense. And Tarkowski, I don't know. I just feel like Everton are going to do well this season for some reason. But yeah, that's and then Wood as well. I've kind of kept Wood. I don't know. I just feel like Brentford's team isn't that good. And the manager especially, in my opinion, it's Keith Andrews. For anyone who doesn't know, he was Sheffield United's defensive coach when we conceded 100+ goals. So I don't see him doing well at Brentford, in my opinion. I hope him all the best. But I just don't see it. So I've gone for Chris Wood and Aina for my two Forest players. But yeah, I don't know. I think my team's pretty solid, to be honest. And I've got, like I said, Noppy, I've got 2 mil in the bank still to play with. I could
really
go Bowen to Watkins and still have a mil.
So much money in the bank because I get it that you can be very flexible, but I feel like you can invest that into your team and make your team better, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but I like the team though. I don't know where I'd invest it for now, and I kind of like having that money in the bank to then go right. I'll invest it next week.
For example,
or if someone underperforms or something.
I know you said you like Watkins a lot. You can just go from Bowen to Watkins. And still have 1 mil in the bank.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but I want Bowen. But I want Bowen for the first game. In a way, I just think I don't know because Newcastle, even though they're going under that stress of Isaac at the minute, I don't think Newcastle are bad. But I just feel like West Ham and Sunderland is going to be both teams to score.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost a certain in my eyes. I don't know why. So I just see that. Whereas the Newcastle Aston Villa Newcastle game, I'm not too sure. So yeah, I just want to kind of take that free hit or gamble, if that
really
makes sense.
Good for the first week, to be fair. But then again, also with Watkins, like Newcastle have been terrible in preseason, and Villa usually score a bunch of goals against Newcastle when they play. So I don't know. And the thing is also, like transfers are so precious in the beginning because like if like for example, like if you think like, okay, I want to do Watkins in game week 2, then someone else gets injured, well then you can't get Watkins in. So that's
yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, but I like my defensive options. I like having Wan-Bissaka and Konsa, because I mean after Newcastle, Villa have got Brentford, Palace, Everton, Sunderland, Fulham, Burnley. So I like that a lot, to be honest. And then even that they've got Tottenham, which I mean, I don't know. Tottenham are Tottenham, aren't they? So. So I don't know. I kind of like having my bench options there, and if I have to drop somebody for example, right? If Kudus got injured, I would not be bothered playing Wan-Bissaka or Konsa over him. You know what I mean? And then just holding on to the transfer, I would not be bothered doing that. To be honest, so. Yeah. I just like this team. I don't know. Like you say, I think it probably is worth investing that 2 mil. But I look at it and think, like I've obviously looked at Rangers a few times, but then I kind of like having that City player there, just in case, because I don't know, they could be back. I feel like they probably more than likely City will be back, but there is that uncertainty, isn't there? Because they've got a lot of newish players. Yeah, and the same with Liverpool though. Even though Liverpool have signed some great players,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't always mean it'll work. You
True.
know, like on paper, they did draw against Palace, and
Yeah,
no
they
disrespect to Palace, but they did draw.
Yeah,
You know, if that was a league
it looks
game,
like Liverpool will just score a lot of
it's-
goals, but
it's
be
one of them.
leaky at the back, and that's why I'm so big on their attack, but not very big on their defense.
Yeah.
But also, for example, with that
Yeah.
2 mil, you could do like kudos to Wirtz or Marmouche or I don't know, like yeah,
Yeah, and I think that's what I'm holding on to. You know, I'm holding on to that in a way because I'm uncertain a little bit. Especially, like, I do like Wirtz, right? And obviously, I do like to think that Liverpool are fixture-proof, but them first games are tough. If they somehow lose or draw against Bournemouth, which obviously could happen, but it is unlikely, but they've got Newcastle away, which is going to be hostile. Newcastle are going to be way up for that because that's the team that's trying to take their boy. You know what I mean? So they're going to be up for that. And then they've got Arsenal. But then after that, they've got Burnley, Everton, and it gets a bit nicer. You know, but those first three, I think, are a little bit tricky. Besides, obviously, Bournemouth, I think... I don't know, they should beat Bournemouth. But I think Newcastle and Arsenal are a little tricky in my eyes.
Your whole
Definitely.
attack, like, I've considered every single player here. Like, I've had Njai and Kudus in my drafts.
Well, I have.
At some point, and I have considered Wood and Bowen at points. So,
Yeah, I mean, the players that have been nailed on for me in my midfield the whole time is Ndai, Palmer, and Salah. Kudus and Rangers I've swapped a lot. Like, I think at one point... no, I've instead of Rangers. I think I had Enzo at one stage over Rangers. Honestly. Yeah, I did, but then I thought I didn't want triple Chelsea, which I don't have anything against tripling up, right? But I think early on I don't really like tripling up, and because imagine if Chelsea for some reason just have a really bad form, like remember when City did? It can happen to anyone. So I don't want to triple up yet, but I think tripling up is not a bad thing. I really don't. I think I didn't do that enough last year, to be honest. I think I spread myself too thin. Which, like I say, I've literally just said to you, why have you got 3 Liverpool midfielders? But if Liverpool win 4-5-0, which they could easily do against a weakened Bournemouth, right? You're going to be laughing.
It's high risk, high reward.
You know, so it's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is. But I think tripling up's a good thing to
do. Talking about Chelsea, what do you think about João Pedro? 5 goals in 250 minutes.
Okay, so I did have him. I did have him in my team, but then I saw what Palace did to Liverpool and thought, you know what, they're gonna give Chelsea a game as well. So I don't know. And João Pedro, he's good, right? But I just, in my eyes, for some reason, I just can't see him scoring in that game. Even though I think he's gonna have a good game, I just don't. I think it's gonna go down to like your Palmer sort of thing. You know what I mean? To break that game, in my opinion. Or Mateta. I don't think it's going to be a João Pedro. But I think going forward, though, João Pedro in the future might be someone I could consider.
Yeah.
But I've just gone for Wood just because I prefer the opening game. I don't believe Brentford. I think Brentford are going to drop off, but I don't think significantly. I think they'll survive. Yeah, I just think Forest, especially being at home as well. And I know Chelsea are at home, but I don't know. I think Palace are a good team. A lot better than Brentford, anyway. If that makes sense. And I just feel like Wood might do the same. I know they signed that Igor Jesus, is it? Which I think he will replace Wood, I think, at some stage. But I think Wood's probably going to.
The thing with João Pedro that I really like is that Chelsea's long-term fixtures are so good, because after Palace they have West Ham, Fulham, Brentford, United, Brighton. So, but the thing is, like with João Pedro, is that you know that you have Delap there on the bench. So João Pedro might not get 90 every game, so that's the problem.
Well, that's it. That's my other issue. I feel like against some of the I don't know. It depends how you want to set up tactically. You know what I mean? Because Maresca might be thinking, I want someone that's going to hold up the ball here. Or run down this channel, and I don't know. I think both offer different things. So there's that as well. Like, you could play Palace and João Pedro might even start. As crazy as it sounds,
he will start.
He might even start.
So
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think he will. Yeah, I'd put my money on that.
And, like just because of how like quickly he's like come into the team and started scoring goals. Like, he was a big reason why we won the Club World Cup, and I've also seen in preseason that I think it was in the first game where João Pedro played in the 10 a little bit, which was interesting. So some games Delap might come on and João Pedro might like drop down into the 10. So it's not for certain that like when Delap comes on, it's gonna be João Pedro that goes off. So that is also a possibility. But another forward at that price I've considered like a lot is Mateta, because like he's gonna be on pens now, surely. And Esse might leave, which is probably a bad thing for their attack, but it's a good thing in terms of Mateta being on pens. So it's like a little bit difficult to say there, like how Palace are gonna look like. But
it's weird. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's weird, like looking at my team and then your team. I just feel like I generally could, and it depends how things go. I could end up with literally the same two forwards as you, because that was my plan originally. Bowen to Watkins, because Watkins has got amazing fixtures after, and then Wood's kind of like, I just think Wood's going to score goals for the first couple of games, but then I could swap him for, I don't know. That's what I mean. I don't know. I'll just see who looks in form at that time, you know. And then play it by that, or see who's got better fixtures or whatever. But yeah, I don't wish bad on anyone, right? But I do in my head. I do hope Salah doesn't have a great season in a weird way. You know what I mean? I think Liverpool will regardless, but
it would be a bit boring if we just had Salah the whole year like we did last year. To be fair. No.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do the same numbers. I don't think so. I don't think so. That's what makes me think maybe Haaland. I don't know. Maybe I do go to Haaland. I don't know. Maybe I do. Because then I could have Wirtz in there. Because I don't know. Wirtz might be better than Salah this year. He might get more assist points and everything. You don't know.
The only thing is that it's such a big risk to go without Salah.
He could.
No,
it is. Yeah, especially with his opening day record as well.
Exactly.
And they're playing Bournemouth, whose defense is quite weak.
Even if Salah is like a little bit worse than last season, he's still gonna like smash Haaland by like a lot of points. But yeah, I wanted to talk to you about your defense. Because we talked about Tarkowski. Are you not worried about the Braithwaite injury?
No, they've still got Keane. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. David Moyes won't let them down. Branthwaite's not great, but I still think they'll be fine. Leeds away, I mean, that's tough first game, but I don't know, I think they'll do all right. And I like their fixtures, to be fair. The first three are nice. Villa at home is not great, and then obviously they've got Liverpool after that, but that's a derby, so that could mean anything. You know what I mean? In my opinion, a derby's a derby. I mean, I don't know. I necessarily, when I remember derbies of Liverpool and Everton in recent memory, they've never been a smashing. I might be wrong, because I don't know, but last couple derbies that I can remember, it's never been like an absolute smashing. It's always been like 1-0 either side or something. So even if Everton do win, great, fantastic, because I don't know. I just don't see that as a bad fixture, if that makes sense. So in my opinion, looking at it, they've got good fixtures up until like game week 8, which is Man City away. And then even after that, they've got like Tottenham, Sunderland. So they've got really nice fixtures all the way up until
I really like Tarkowski,
December.
I know how good he's going to be for defensive contributions, and they have like pretty decent fixtures for like quite a while. Yeah. I'm just worried, but maybe I'm overthinking it. I don't know. Yeah.
I like the first game against Leeds, but again, it goes back to like even Bowen, because like Leeds away is hard. You know what I mean? First game going to Ellen Road, it's just it's tricky. But I don't know. I think they'll do alright. I think they'll do alright. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Like I say, I do hope one of the teams that come up stay up.
It's gonna be really hard.
I think it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really hard.
And also, I would swap Aina for Williams, because Williams is a lot better for defensive contributions.
Yeah, but, really?
But I had... it's so difficult though, because I had... Yeah.
I know, I've seen that though, Noppy. I've seen that as well with the Williams thing, but I just think I'm going to stick with it, because I just think, you know...
Yeah, maybe.
It could be different. I don't know. I don't know.
I had a Williams.
It's just one big guess, isn't it?
And then I saw that Force want to buy a left back, and I was like, oh no. I don't know. It's gonna, like, if they bring in a left back, like, how are they gonna look like? Are they gonna play the new left back and then play like Aina right back, or are they gonna play Williams right back, or are they just gonna stick with Aina or Williams? Like, I have no idea.
I don't know. It is weird, isn't it? I don't know how they're gonna do. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. And then Saliba. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like how many people have got Saliba? Is there a lot or not? Or 13%?
Yeah,
I mean, I just like their second game Leeds at home.
Really
I think they'll do really well. And then after that, they've got. I mean, it's Liverpool. They have got really tricky fixtures after that, haven't they? They've got Man United, Leeds, Liverpool, Forest, City, Newcastle. That's tough, but I think they'll do. I generally think they'll still do well because they finished second last season for a reason, you know. And did they get the most clean sheets? Pretty sure they did, didn't they?
Yeah, I think it was. But Forest were really close, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, they were close. Yeah, but yeah, I still think they'll do okay.
I was considering Gabriel for a while, but I don't know. It's
yeah. What do you think about like Arsenal attackers? I just don't think there's any worth getting.
I think Saka is just really overpriced because they've priced
Saka
him
or
because they think he's gonna be on pens, but I think Gyökeres is gonna be on pens, so don't think he's.
Yeah.
He's
the one to me. I think it's worth getting, but
I have thought about
Gyökeres.
Like I've thought about maybe starting off with Gyökeres and captaining him in game week 2 and then switching to Watkins, but then again, like if Watkins like smashes it and goes up by like 0.1 or 0.2, I can't afford it anymore. So that's why I really want to start off with Watkins because I think I'm gonna captain him in like game week 5 against Sunderland. So yeah, so
yeah. when do they do the price changes? Is it every game week? Yeah, every game week. So after this game week, there will be a price change.
Yeah, it depends.
Well, it depends
on, like,
who
how many people bring them in, etc. So
yeah.
So I always try to keep an eye on that stuff. It's so annoying with price changes.
Yeah, it is, especially if you go under the 100 mil, because it's like you've got less than what you should have. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's something I never usually keep an eye on, to be honest. I need to keep
because
a better
if
eye on
there's
it.
like a player I really want to get in and they're going up in price, I'm gonna want to try and get them in as soon as possible, because team value is actually like pretty important like, over the season. Because if you have a good team value, you can have a better team than everyone else, basically. So.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why. I don't know. Maybe that's why I've kept the 2 mil. You know, just in case, because I still like this team, even though I've got 2 mil in the bank. You know.
Yeah.
I think it's still quite a strong team.
That is the positive. That you're very flexible. Even if players go up in price, you can even bring in players then. But in terms of like do you have any like chip strategies? Like, do you have anything in mind?
Not really. I know we get 2 every chip now, don't we? Like, we got to use the first triple captain before game week 20. Is it all of them before game week 20? Is it something like that? Is that right? Yeah. To be honest, no, Noppy, I don't really. Not currently. I haven't really looked at anything. I usually, when it comes to captaincies, I look for like the double game weeks. No, I haven't really looked at any chip strategies yet, I'll be honest. Obviously, I know the free hit is quite important. I don't know. I think I'm just playing it game by game as it stands. Or a lot of the players that I've looked at or picked in my team, I've looked at the next couple fixtures. I think the only one, in my opinion, that's got bad fixtures is probably Kudus, really. Just because Spurs are just.
I would say they have good fixtures. They have Bournemouth as well in game week 3, West Ham, and then Brighton, and then Wolves. So I don't think that's bad. It's mainly game week 2 against City. That's not great.
Yeah. That's what I mean, because City always start really well, I think. That's why I've gone for Rangers, because I think Wolves away is such a great fixture, and it's on. I don't know why I look at this way. I don't know if you do, but when a game's on TV at a certain time, I just think, right, that's looking like 3-0 then. Yeah, you know what I mean? I don't know if you do that. Do you know what I mean? Because they're on TV at 5:30 on a Sunday, and Wolves away. It just screams to me like Haaland's getting a brace minimum, in my opinion. I don't know why. I just see it like that.
Yeah, 2-3-0, I would say. Yeah.
Do you not see it?
Something
I don't know. I think they're just going to do well. Yeah. Maybe I just go. You know, after talking, I don't know if I just go for Haaland. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do I take the hit? Because Salah missed a pen. Maybe that was a sign. Maybe it was a sign. Maybe. The FPL god's trying to tell us that he's not going to get any points. He missed a pen. Maybe he's going to miss the opening week. Well, opening Friday tomorrow.
Because like
I don't know, man.
I've looked at it because I have like thought, is a Haaland draft viable? But I looked at like every week and like looked at what the best captaincy would be, and like pretty much the only week before like game week 13 where I probably won a wild card, if not earlier, to be fair. Like probably I can't keep my wild card for that long. This 1 week where Haaland is the standout captain, and that is game week 6 against Burnley at home. So that is the one I'm really interested in him. But I just think I'm gonna free hit there and just bring Haaland in. So
because he's still, like, even though he wasn't, I mean, I can't say he's not great last season. He still scored 20 plus goals, but I just think, I don't know. There's a part of me that wants to go for Haaland, but like you say, logically it's better to go for Salah because of his opening record. Plus, Bournemouth have lost most of the defence. You know what I mean? It's just it's logical. It's logical to go for Salah, I think. Whereas I don't know. I do look at. I don't know, Noppy. I don't know. I think it's probably right to go Salah.
Like I didn't start with Haaland last year, and he absolutely smashed it. He scored like 11 in 5 games. So
yeah. I know, yeah, and I transferred him in, and they just didn't score.
I started off with Salah, and he was like not like I mean he wasn't doing bad, but he was doing okay. And then Salah's Haaland was just smashing it, and I brought Haaland in, and then he did nothing.
Are you not tempted in the slightest then? After just speaking now, think, you know what? Maybe I'll just take a stab at Haaland, or not. Because you got 2 Liverpool attackers anyway. You got Wirtz and Gakpo.
The thing is with...
There's not a party that goes, all right, yeah. You can get rid of Salah and put Ekitike in there. How do you say his name? Ekitike.
Yeah.
You could do that and have triple Liverpool that way. Because he looked good. He looked good, man. He looked good.
What if they bring in Isaac?
Yeah, he looked good.
Ekitike is not an option anymore. So...
Well, yeah, but he's not. Yeah, but Isaac's not coming in, is he? Let's be real. I don't think he is.
Yeah, maybe.
I just think it would have happened by now. I don't understand. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens with Isaac. That's a whole other thing. I don't know.
That's why I don't want Ekitike. And I don't know.
Yeah. So what would you do then if Isaac came in? Because surely you wouldn't have Isaac and Salah.
I would just stick with Salah vs Gakpo. I think that's the best triple up, in my opinion. Just because Isaac is like 10.5 and Wirtz is 8.5, Gakpo is 7.5, so I would be saving so much money. And I mean, Isaac is gonna score a lot of goals, and he would outscore both Wirtz and Gakpo, but the question is, would it be worth that extra 2-3 mil to go up to Isaac? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. So I've even thought about going for like getting rid of Kudus, go in Wirtz, getting rid of Salah, go in Haaland, and then just getting someone else. You know what I mean? I've thought about that because that seems good as well. You don't think?
I don't know. I just think it's such a big risk going against Salah.
The only reason people have gone for Salah, it is. I think that's the only reason people have gone for Salah is because he's last season. Let's be real, last season. You don't know how it's going to be this season, but I mean, a new season doesn't technically mean a new year. He was still scoring goals 5 months ago. What's 5 other months going to do? You know what I mean? If he's gonna go bad, it'll be next season.
Also, you know what I mean?
Or the end of this season.
Like he's been consistently getting 200 plus points for 8 years. And like he's been so consistent for 8 years. Do I really want to bet against that? Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, that's it. Yeah, but I don't know. What if Haaland has another crazy season though? He could. Because last season was bad for him. He still scored 20 plus goals. You know what I mean? That was a bad season. And they've got fresh faces. I don't know. I don't know. City I'm so uncertain of the City.
Because he gets 1 less point for a goal, like he has to do so much more than Salah does to be able to even match him. That's the thing.
I agree. But to be devil's advocate there, every time Haaland scores, he doesn't just score one goal. He's scoring 2 or 3. And a lot of the time if City score, he's involved. Which, you could say the same about Liverpool. But I feel like every time I'm sat watching TV and watching the Soccer Saturday and everything come in, it's usually, City have scored, it's Haaland again. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, for God's sake. And it's like, oh my God. I'm like, oh no. I don't know, Pete. Could you not see a world right now? I don't know if I don't know if the word's pessimist, I don't know. But I could just see a world where Liverpool play tomorrow, Salah just doesn't do anything, and then it comes to the last game of Sunday evening, and Haaland just nets a brace, and I'm like, oh, for God's sake.
I just see
or a hat-trick against
like
Wolves.
Liverpool probably winning like 4-0 against Bournemouth, maybe 4-1. And that's the thing, because they've replaced their whole back line. They've brought in a new keeper. Like, Salah's going to go up against Trafford. Like, is that some kind of chocolate? Like, I've never heard of him. Like,
and he is on pens, isn't he? He is on pens. So.
But yeah, it's also a thing of, like, if I would go without Salah, if I would have, let's say, Wirtz, Gakpo, and Ekitike, for example, like, would I be happy to captain any of those? Like, I don't know. Like, it's so difficult. But with Salah, I can just stick the armband on him, and
I mean, the safest captain's options are Salah, Haaland, Palmer. And after that, I don't even know who you would after that. Who would you after that? Because I don't even think, for me personally, I don't think Saka would be a great shout for me. I don't even know who would be after that. Yeah, maybe, but I'm not certain. I'm not sure on him yet. I don't know. Like, I think he's a great footballer, but I just don't. I just need to see how he's going to fit in this Arsenal team, which he does. Yeah. But I just want to see how he.
I did consider him, but
how he gets on.
Like the first 2 preseason games he played, he was like really bad. He was stinking it up, and then he did score in the last one, to be fair. But it's we don't know how he's gonna do, and Havertz might get minutes off the bench. Like we don't know at all what's gonna happen. So it's difficult.
We're gotta go safe. Everyone's gone safe. If you're watching this, you got Salah in your team, you are going safe. Safe isn't wrong, okay? Safe is good. Okay,
if you want
probably the right option.
You gotta go.
Probably the best option, I think. Well, that's why I keep thinking about Haaland. You don't see what I mean? Like, same with Saliba.
But
that's what I'm thinking.
Again, it's also do that. Very nice to just go safe in the beginning and not have to do like a bunch of transfers. Because
that's it. Isn't
with this
it?
team I have now, I kind of want to roll like all my transfers up until after the first international break, because like I just have some like bad memories from international breaks, players getting injuries and like stuff like that, and I don't know. There are also some like players I might want to get in at that point, like Palace, for example. They have 2 good back-to-back fixtures, I'm pretty sure, at that point. They have...
I like their defence quite a lot. Especially with Dean Henderson in it. He's great. He's honestly great. So I keep looking at Munoz all the time. He was actually one of my early drafts, Munoz. But again, I just see Chelsea scoring, so I kind of took him out, and I don't know. I don't think they've got. Well, their fixtures like to start.
From a defensive point of view,
are they okay or
like great? They have Chelsea away, and then they have Forest at home, where I can see them keep a clean sheet. To be fair, and then they have Villa away, so not great. But then.
Oh yeah, Sunderland. Oh, it's not great at all, is it? It's so up and down.
5 they have West Ham, so that's where I'm thinking maybe I could bring one in, but I don't know. So that's like kind of like everything I've been thinking about, really, about my team and about FPL in general. I don't know if you have anything else you want to talk about.
I don't think so, Noppy. I think we've covered everything. I'm just excited for the season to start now, man. I can't wait for tomorrow's game. Honestly, I've never wanted to watch Liverpool Bournemouth so much in my life.
It's gonna.
Do you know what I mean?
It's gonna
I don't
be
think
so,
everyone's going to be watching it tomorrow.
It's
I
gonna
just
be
can't
so
wait.
weird because I have three
just hope
Liverpool
that-
attackers, so I'm gonna be cheering for Liverpool, and when I'm a Chelsea fan,
Yeah.
it is really
Yeah,
weird.
that's weird. Yeah, that's weird. That is weird. I still find that crazy. They actually do have 3 Liverpool attackers, but you know what? You probably are right. They've got Senesi at the back, and then I can't think of everybody else. I do apologise. Any Bournemouth fans listening to this, you're probably screaming saying we're actually fine. We have these defenders. Like I did see that they signed Diakite from Lille. He should be a solid centre back, but I just don't think it's going to work straight away. You know. I think going forward, maybe by middle, I don't know, maybe a few game weeks, maybe they'll be solid again. But yeah, because to be fair, Bournemouth attacking wise they're pretty good, pretty good. I'm a massive Semenyo fan.
I can't
think
see
he's great, you know?
Liverpool conceding one because they do have a good attack still, like Evan Nilsson, Semenyo, Tavernier, and like who else do they have? Otara and Kluivert is injured at the moment, but they have a bunch of like, really good attackers. Yeah, Evan Nilsson. Yeah.
Did you mention Evan Nilsson? Yeah, he said Evan Nilsson.
Yeah,
he's good. Yeah, he was good last season. I kind of liked him. Well, he was a bit purple patch, wasn't he? A little bit. He had like spells, and then he just didn't do anything for a little bit. Then he was doing well. Oh, was he injured? I did have him in my team for a little bit. He did okay.
Yeah, he was good.
But, yeah,
I had Semenyo a lot. And,
yeah, I definitely had him. Yeah.
Strand Larsen.
Strand Larsen. Strand Larsen for the longest time. He might do well this season. To be fair, he might do alright.
To know how Wolves are gonna look like
okay.
without Cunyan. But I do like Strand Larsen too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I would say so.
Is that everything then,
Thanks
Noppy?
guys for listening. Time flies when we talk. How long has it been? 52 minutes. Yeah, we were saying before,
50,
we gotta keep to half an hour.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Try and keep it short and sweet. Yeah.
But yeah, thanks Cal for joining, and we'll talk next week.
Hey, thanks, Noppy.
Goodbye.
Yes.